On today's show, we delve into dangerous head injuries in football,
take you to a tech fair with all the latest apps,
and an exclusive interview with the president of PBS.
All that and more on this edition of Inside MSU.
Welcome to Inside MSU. I'm Monica Adams.
And I'm Jack Smith IV. We have a great show for you today, but first, our local news report. On Monday, the Public Relations Student Society of America presented a fundraiser concert for Autism New Jersey. The concert featured Moira Kelly, the voice of Nala from The Lion King, and comedian Sunda Kronquist, but it was Jody DiPiazza who stole the show. Jody's a 12-year-old musical prodigy living with autism who performed 2 duets with Moira accompanying on the piano. This is the second annual fundraiser to benefit Autism New Jersey.
TED, the leading series of talks and lectures on revolutionary ideas, is coming to Hoboken, New Jersey. Among the 21 speakers is Montclair State's very own philosophy professor, Kirk McDermott. He will be speaking about his research in philosophy, collaborative thinking, and miracles. Hoboken's first ever TED Talk will be held at Teak-on-the-Hudson. To attend this first ever TED Hoboken event, log on to tedxhoboken.com. That's TEDxhoboken.com.
Graduating seniors, make your last week of college memorable and participate in Senior Week. The week begins May 16th and runs until May 23rd. Activities range from whitewater rafting, a night out in New York City, and a dinner dance cruise around the Hudson. All events are open to seniors and vary in price. To purchase tickets, contact the SGA or visit their offices in the Student Center.
There has been recent concern about NFL players sustaining concussions and brain injuries due to hits in the game. With all the talk about the NFL, we take a look into Montclair State University's football team to see how they handle and prevent concussions in the game. Jamaica Carter has the story.
A concussion is a traumatic brain injury that is most common in contact sports such as football.
When a concussion occurs, we used to say that a concussion was simply the contusion of the brain inside the skull to the inside layer of the skull. That is part of it. But the other thing that we've come to appreciate much more over the last 5 years is there's neurosynaptic changes inside the brain so that the 2 nerves aren't firing correctly, so you're getting an improper impulse, so you're not.
These injuries can cause a loss of consciousness. That is why some people who have concussions don't realize it.
When I sustained my concussion here at Montclair State, I didn't know that I had a concussion. I just thought I wasn't feeling well. My coaches noticed, and when they took me off the field, I wanted to play. If it were up to me, I would have probably kept playing. I wasn't frustrated when they took me off the field because I figured I'd get back on the field quick. I was frustrated when I was in the trainer's office and they were making me do balance tests, closing my eyes, making me follow their finger, because I couldn't do it.
Till this day, athletes will still hide their concussions.
I think some players hide their concussions to continue playing in the game because they want to make a name for themselves. And especially being in college football, especially at a Division III school here, you don't know if chances are you're not going to the NFL. So these are the last 4 years of your life playing football, and you miss any games, that's it. You never get those games back because you're not going to play after these 4 years.
In the NFL, concussions has gained more attention due to the recent lawsuits filed by former football players saying they knew about the long-term risk and failed to take appropriate action. Baltimore Ravens strong safety Bernard Pollard said in 30 years, football won't exist because of all the rule changes to make the game safer.
I think one of the bigger things that come into play is whether 30 years from now, who's going to be making the football helmets. But the technology and helmet design is going to have to change and get better, which makes sense over time. Things get better.
They're going to realize that you can't prevent some of these hits no matter what you do, because at the end of the day, everybody's going 150 miles per hour. And, I think they're just going to realize that, there's risks you're going to have to take playing the game. If you don't want to take those risks, then you just don't play.
Concussions are very serious, but no matter how many rule changes are made, vicious hits are just a part of the game. So in 30 years, there's no telling if football would even be football anymore. We'll just have to wait and see. For Inside MSU, I'm Jamaica Carter.
More and more, we're seeing books written by high school to college age writers topping the New York Times bestseller list. But what does it take for a young writer to get his or her work published? Inside MSU's Eveline Horang went to the capital of publishing to find out.
For many young writers, becoming a published author is a shared dream, but writing the book is only the beginning. The hard part is getting that book published. I want to find out what it takes for a young writer to get their book published. Everyone knows New York City is the place to go if you want to be an author, so naturally I took a trip to the Big Apple to find out the answer to my question. Once in the city, I stopped by the Jennifer DeCara Literary Agency, an agency named one of the top 25 in the country by Writer's Digest. I sat down with Jennifer DeCara to get her insight on what it takes for a young writer to become a published author.
So I'd like to sort of give a bit of advice to younger writers and tell them that they shouldn't put in that they're 16 or 18. You don't have to divulge that.
Now, do you currently represent any young writers, say between, high school age and early 20s?
Right now, I don't think I do, but I have. I have in the past. And I remember when I started agenting, I would go through the slush pile, and I found the most amazing writers looking through the slush. I think everyone's just looking for talent. So if an editor or an agent finds a talented writer, they don't really care if they're 15 or 50. It's all really about the writing and the talent. The best advice I can give is, whether you're 16 or 60, is to just don't be afraid to dream, and don't listen to the people around you who, might say to you, you're too young, or, what are you, crazy? Do you think someone's going to buy your book? You're only 16. Don't listen to that. I really believe that talent always finds a way, and a great book always finds a home.
Turns out, talent is all it takes to become a published author. But the most important thing, young writers, and you heard it from a top literary agent herself, is to always follow your dreams. For Inside MSU, I'm Eveline Horn.
The Public Broadcasting Service, known as PBS, is a network which is broadcasting educational programming since its founding in 1970. Now, PBS is reaching its audience by engaging in online and social media while still providing quality programming. Inside MSU's Bonnie Garcia takes a look on this PBS CEO and President, Paula Kreger, shares her approach on the network's success and improvements during her recent visit to Montclair State University.
Good evening. Welcome. I'm Merrill Brown. I'm the director of the School of Communication and Media at Montclair State University. And we're thrilled today to have had a day with our guest to my right, the president and CEO of PBS, Paula Kreger. Welcome, Paula.
Leisurewood's Auditorium at Montclair State University holds a full house when CEO and President of PBS Paula Kreger joins students, faculty, and staff for a discussion on PBS's current innovations. Ms. Kreger became CEO and President in 2006. During her discussion, she highlights the success of popular programs on PBS, such as the investigative news program Frontline and the drama series Downton Abbey.
The story is beautifully written. Julian Fellows, by the way, writes every word, which beautifully produced. It is produced like a film. It is set at Highclere Castle. I really appreciate the power of great casting.
Downton Abbey fans also have a strong social media presence.
The social media part has been the most fun. The number of people that have created their Twitter identities around Downton characters. My favorite, by far, is Lady Mary's eyebrows.
Mrs. Kreger also comments on the achievements made with children's programming on PBS.
All of the work that we do now is multi-platform. We really want to look at a broadcast program, something that's online that involves both video and games. It all has to have educational outcomes that can be measured. And the result has been really extraordinary. We have the top 5 children's shows on television right now.
Mrs. Kreger ends the discussion by providing exceptional advice to her student audience.
If I were giving you advice, I can't tell you specifically the jobs or the careers that you'll be in, not only when you graduate, but what jobs might evolve over the next 5 years. But I think it's going to be such an exciting space, and how terrific it is that you're in it.
For Inside MSU, I'm Bonnie Garcia.
Technology is a shifting landscape with a digital economy that's never on certain ground. Although we're more engaged than ever in technology, it's not often that we stop to think about the origins of our apps and programs. This week, co-host Monica Adams gives Inside MSU a look at the latest tech companies who are trying to break into the market.
I'm here at Pier 92 for New York Tech Day. It's the largest startup event in New York City. Not only does it have 10,000 attendees, it has over 400 startup companies. Let's go check out some of their booths.
Hi, my name is Jesse. This is Brendan. We're both Cornell University students. We are part of a Cornell startup called ThinkPlay. So we have built the first software package that allows musicians to build their own custom musical effect. So the idea is for the first time somebody could DJ on a musical instrument such as a guitar.
Life is busy, your inbox shouldn't be. We save people from email overload.
FitBark is wearable technology for your dog. We're trying to make pet parenting more fun and promote an active dog lifestyle for dogs everywhere.
People go on, they submit their ideas for inventions, and at the end of it, our staff sits down. We pick the best products that showed up on our site, and we bring them to market.
First day of Tech Day, we love it. We wanted to create a news platform for Generation Y. Whether it's student loan debt, going through college, or you really want to build your career, and you really want to know what your road to success really is, we want to create that platform for you.
Bump Up connects businesses in an online network. We have one place where a business can sign up, create a profile, and then partner with other businesses.
We are like Instagram meets charades.
So Hater app is a social media app for iPhone right now that allows you to share the things you hate with all the people you love.
So the app is called Vibe, and it's a way to communicate with people by posting messages where they are.
That was such an amazing experience. I had such a great time at Tech Day. I hope you guys did too. I met so many creative people with such innovative ideas, and it was a blast. For Inside MSU, I'm Monica Adams. There has already been calls for the execution of Jahar Sarnaev, who has been charged with the bombings of Boston Marathon. We asked our students if they think he should receive the death penalty on this week's Student Views.
Yes, because he killed a lot of people, and I just don't think that he should have the right to live.
As a Christian, no. I do believe in forgiveness, and I don't believe in an eye for an eye.
I personally believe that the Boston Massacre bomber should be put on death row because there's really no reason that you should be going out just to kill so many people like that.
I think the Boston bomber should not get the death penalty. I believe that they should torture him and force him to stay inside jail for the rest of his life. That way he cannot be given like almost a reprieve for what he did.
I think he should because we should probably make an example out of him. There's a lot of terrorism acts going on, and just be another way to try to keep terrorism out of the country.
I think part of what was so bad about the Boston bombings is that so many people had their choice to live taken away. So for that reason, I don't think it would be right to make him face the death penalty. I think he should face the proper court of law and then maybe serve some time in prison.
For all those wishing to attend this year's graduating class's commencement, it'll be held on Friday, May 24th at 10 a.m. at the Izod Center in East Rutherford. No tickets are required. However, it is recommended to print and bring the seating chart. This seating chart lists all the majors by the college in the order they'll be called. It'll help you find the best view of the graduate you're there to support. And that's all the time we have on today's show. I'm Jack Smith IV.
And I'm Monica Adams. Thanks for watching.